This week,
varsity wrestling pins down the competition during sectionals.
Sophomores speak their truths during the Upper Campus Poetry Slam.
And Warrior Student Media investigates the traffic within the halls of MCHS.
All of that and more on the Warrior Weekly. Good morning, Warriors, and welcome to this week's edition of the Warrior Weekly, presented by Warrior Student Media. I'm Madison Harvey.
And I'm Layla Moreno. Today we investigate the difficulties of hallway traffic and recap the Upper Campus Poetry Slam.
But first, varsity wrestling traveled to Barrington High School for their sectional competition this past weekend, ending with 4 athletes heading to state.
On Saturday, February 12th, 8 McHenry wrestlers competed in the sectional meet. Jake Gardalabeni has coached boys wrestling for 15 years, but this year stands out for him.
It's truly a privilege to coach these guys. We've been building this team for about 6 years now, and we finally got the team the way we want it, and they worked their butts off, and it's awesome being able to coach a team like this.
Gardalabeni claims that he owes his success to the athletes for making a team what it is.
Yeah, I give all the credit to those guys. It's been a really fun ride, and I'm just glad I get to be a part of it.
One of these wrestlers, junior Chris Moore, broke an IHSA record for takedowns in a season. Despite the added pressure, his focus never faltered.
I'm always excited to wrestle. Just grateful for being out here to wrestle.
In an interview with the McHenry Messenger, Moore stated that, quote, "It's been a journey, but it's been great to know the guys a lot better."
I love helping kids, and I love coaching, and that's it. And it could be any sport. I've coached a lot of different sports, and wrestling just happened to be the one that I kind of found my niche.
Senior Brody Helen won his weight class, adding to his highly successful season, where he set a new record for career wins at MCHS. Helen, Moore, and sophomore Pedro Jimenez will be representing MCHS at state this upcoming weekend. Sophomore Emma Garrett will be attending as well, as the first female wrestler from MCHS to accomplish the feat. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly were Riley Byron, Madison Harvey, Rayan Ahmed, and Gina Greenwald.
Winter sports are coming to an end, and spring tryouts are right around the corner. Be sure to register and complete your physical before tryouts begin at the end of February.
Next, sophomores performed their best and most emotional pieces in the gym and auditorium during the Poetry Slam this past Thursday.
Sophomores Emma Garrett, Charlotte Alexander, and Molly Hobson took home the Poetry Slam championship. Warrior Student Media has the story.
All right, let's get it.
MCHS's annual Sophomore Poetry Slam was held in the Upper Campus Auditorium and Gym on February 10th during Writers Week. The top winners of the contest were Emma Garrett, Molly Hobson, and Charlotte Alexander.
So the Poetry Slam is a culmination of poems that were written in classrooms, voted and or judged on by classmates or staff members. I think it's important because it's a way to express feelings that others can connect to. So it helps both the presenter and the audience.
The slam was not only an amazing opportunity for students to share their writing pieces, but also a safe space for them to speak out on heavier topics.
It felt good. At first I was nervous, and then after a bit I felt better when I was up there. I usually hide behind this mask of happiness and whatnot at school, and I wanted to share how I felt. And poetry is just my way of getting those feelings out. It's more of a voice for people that are too scared to bring out that they're sad or they don't feel right, compared to, like, for instance, me. I usually smile with happiness every day. But, it's better to have people know that you're going through that and it's okay to feel sad and that you can be helped.
Sharing such personal poetry wasn't easy for the contestants, but amplifying their messages was definitely worth it.
We were really nervous to touch on something that really isn't talked about, and sharing it with such a large audience was really important to us.
I know that we put a lot of emotion into it. It was definitely a very personal issue, so it felt really good to just get that out. I think we just wanted everyone to hear us and understand what we go through, because it's a lot, and I think that's an important thing to talk about.
The Poetry Slam serves as a creative outlet for students and will continue to do so for years to come. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we're Kira Currens, Layla Moreno, and Hannah Cobalt.
Now that the upper campus has expanded, students and teachers face more pressure than ever to get to class on time. Going from gym to math can be a tough task in 5 minutes. So, in our first Warrior Investigates series, we tackle hallway traffic.
With a new addition to MCHS, distances between classes grow and hallway traffic seems to arise for some students.
It honestly depends on how far my class is. I always get there on time. I don't usually have to run.
It's pretty busy around there, especially in 5 minutes.
Last semester I had lunch and then I had to go all the way to the 4th floor for math in between 5 minutes, and most of the time I was almost late or not even be able to get there on time.
Students aren't the only ones who walk the halls of McHenry High School. Teachers and faculty members use the halls to get from class to class as well.
I feel it's a little crowded, and sometimes we have some areas that are kind of blocked where it's hard to get through.
Okay, I think that at the beginning of the year there were some really crowded hallways and we had to address that. But I don't know if they're super crowded. I come out during passing grades and I don't think they're it's crowded, yeah, but it's not I don't feel like it's overcrowded.
So next time you happen to be in the halls, be courteous because you don't know who is in a rush or not. Reporting for the Warrior Weekly, we're Katherine Anderson, Abby Fitzgerald, and Gianna Barger.
Have something that our Warrior Investigates team should look into? Reach out to us on social media to let us know.
Because of the upcoming 4-day weekend, there will be no Warrior Weekly next week, but be sure to listen to our new shows and podcasts on our YouTube page, including host Riley Byron sitting down with Brody Howland on McHenry Connect.
That's all for today's show. Be sure to follow the Warrior Weekly on all social media platforms, including Twitter, Insta, and TikTok.
For Madison Harvey and all of Warrior Student Media, I'm Layla Moreno. Have a great week, Warriors.